have Daniel with Pop and Sons.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Daniel, you are going to tell us all about insulation.
We office in Clinton,
Gotcha.
but we have a warehouse we office in Weatherford, have a warehouse in Clinton, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Office in
Okay, go
Weatherford,
ahead.
warehouse in Clinton. Who's Pop?
Pop is my dad, Jerry Parker.
Yes.
Yes, started the business back in the 70s.
Awesome.
He did a ton of work for us.
And then you are son.
I am one of the
Are there
sons.
more sons?
Yeah, we have another son that's in the industry with
Is that
me.
who
It's
does
my
all the
brother.
real work since you're here?
That is correct.
I thought maybe so.
He would be glad to hear that I owned up to it.
It's on
I got
air.
that on air for him. What's his name?
Terry,
Terry, totally. Shout out to you because I'm you.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how this works, isn't it? All right, so are there more sons?
there was 7 of us boys, but there's only 2 of us left in the business. We had one brother that retired back in March.
So, but you're up here all the time. I see your truck up here all the time.
Yeah, we have 2 trucks in town yesterday. Day before yesterday, we had 1 truck in town. We have taken care of Woodard for a solid 16 or 17 years, just solid.
So a couple of things, like there's different types of insulation. How many, what kind, how do I know what I need? How do I know if I need to add insulation to my house? Like, give me the scoop.
Well, if you're in a niche structure, then you have options of what type of material to use. But if you're in an existing structure, and the quickest way to save your money and actually get your money back in insulation is to take care of your attic.
Where do we use these different insulations? Where am I going to, I mean, cellulose, you already said we're going to use that in an older home. But what about the rest of it? And so, I mean, I have an older home.
Well, the attic area is where you lose most of your energy.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just want to take care of your attic area first. And so we use fiberglass product for that. It stacks really well.
People ask questions like, how quick will this repay? And there's a lot more to insulation than just blowing it in the attic or
So
efficiency.
Yes.
So
Right.
let's talk about that again real quick.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of factors. And if it's an older home and you don't have good windows or versus you have good replacement windows, that all determines whether your units in your air conditioner is 30 years old or 5 years old. A lot of different technologies have come along. Your units for air conditioning, heat are a lot more efficient than they used to be.
Right.
And so there's a lot of varying factors. I will add that if you just had a very small amount of attic insulation and you actually got your attic up to a recommendation, that you would see an instant difference in your utilities, and you could calculate real quick how fast that would
Yes.
pay back. You got to understand, in your older homes, it's not that everybody was cheap in building them. Utilities
Exactly.
were very inexpensive back then, and insulation a lot of times was a non-factor. You just turn your gas up when you get cold because it only costs you $20
Right.
a month. So, well, on paper, foam, open cell foam is actually the best sound break. But when you have a product attached to the outside wall where the noise is coming from, then you get direct sound travel, just as it does through a stud in a wall.
Yeah.
So you don't have a cavity for that sound to bounce. So when you have fiberglass, you have little bitty air pockets for the sound to bounce before it comes through. So therefore you get a better sound break.
Right. I'm going to cut you off because we're out of time. I need
Okay.
to know how to get a hold of you.
580-214-0247 or 774-5230. And
You guys come
that's
to Woodard all the
580
time
also.
and do a great job. You did in
We're
my
in Woodward
office.
constantly.
Constantly. You did in my office and did a fantastic job and saved me about $10,000.
I wanted my wife to move up here years ago, and she told me, no, it's too cold. we're 2 counties south.
Turn up the heat.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Insulate
much
better.
for joining us.
Thank y'all.